Welcome to the CEO Networks podcast, the show where we spotlight small business owners making big moves. I'm your host, Kira, and today we have the owner of Kashmere Media and Marketing Group, Miss Cassie. How you doing today?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good, girl. Y'all, this my homegirl in real life. Okay, so this one gonna be good.
Definitely the
I
homie.
just want y'all to know this real authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you introduce yourself to us, Miss Cassie?
Well, everybody, my name is Cassandra. Everybody calls me Cassie, Sandy, whatever you want to call me. Make up your own nickname. I love it. I'm the owner of Kashmere Media Marketing Group, formerly known as CLH Media Works. I also own Kashmere Model Management and Talent Agency, Haynes Tactics and Services, Confidently Beautiful Inc., and Kashmere Dreams Entertainment.
I know y'all heard that.
Oh, and a new company coming, but
Ooh, that one juicy.
yeah.
We ain't gonna tell y'all what that one is. Y'all gonna try to steal it.
Yeah.
But I know y'all here. We got multiple streams of income over here. We don't play.
Definitely.
No, go on book curve. You need. Oh wait, and what else are you? Let them know what you do on the side, little side.
Oh, I got a few side hustles, but my main one is Hood Uber right now.
Lights, camera, action.
Which
Lights, camera,
I
action.
don't know what you're talking
You're an actress, baby.
Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, about that. I know that's crazy, but I am an actress. I am getting ready to be a production assistant for a film that's getting ready to be on Tubi. I've already been in 2 Tubi films. I've been on stage plays and everything else. She said side hustle, but I don't really make money from that yet. So I don't really consider it a hustle, but so that's why I didn't pop in my brain. But yeah, I'm here though because we getting this experience and they loving me.
They love you.
Yeah.
You forgot about that.
Yeah, I did forget. I was like, Lord.
I got to make sure y'all know all the tea about my friend.
Definitely, I do too much.
She's that girl. Stop playing. Okay, Kathy. Let's see. So we're going to start it off with saying, if you had to describe your first year in one word, what would it be and why?
My first year in business?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. I actually had a couple first years. My first year, my first year freelancing, it was very all over the place. I would say very extremely unorganized because I didn't know what I was doing. I was straight out of college. I was in college still doing stuff and I was just going by the wind. But my first official year, I will say stressful. And I say that because it was, I was still learning. I was entering into an industry that I didn't know a whole lot about. I had been in front of the camera, but I had never been behind the scenes. So when I started managing models and talent, I was really just like doing stuff. So yeah, it was very stressful. It was very stressful. I was embarrassed because I'm doing video with my iPhone and everybody else got professional cameras. I'm going to model calls wearing dresses and slides and everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. But at that point, I didn't really, so it was stressful because I was getting criticized a lot. But
Started from the bottom now.
I started from the bottom for sure. For sure. For sure.
Year number 2.
Year number 2, I was extremely confident. Year number 2, probably my most confident because everybody was like, "Dang, Sandy everywhere. Sandy knows what she's doing this and that." So I was really like, about my collar, like I know what's up. I know what I'm doing, but I still didn't really know what I'm doing. So I still say I was confidently fake. Like that's how I got by a lot of the time because of my confidence. I looked like I knew what I was doing.
But really,
I didn't. It took me a while to figure it out. Yeah, no, it happens. It's a constant learning process. Everything is. So yeah, that's my answer to that one.
Year now.
I would call year now transitional because I have been officially a business owner since 2017 is when I officially got my business names for real. Because I've been freelancer for so long. I'd say that, actually, let me change transitional to innovative. Let me say that because I have learned a lot, I've done a lot, and now I'm at the point to where I'm like, okay, I've done this. How can I make the fact that I did this and make it better?
Yep.
So because of the times that are changing, I have to innovate ways to make sure that I keep up with the times. That's why I'm learning AI. All that stuff has to go together. So that's where I'm at. Innovation.
So for the people who don't know what that means.
Innovation means new, I guess I'd say exciting, but anything new is exciting for me. But it's basically like keeping up with the times, making sure that you're keeping up with the trends and the hot things that are going on and making sure you're not still doing 2010 version of work in 2025. Yeah, that's really the big thing, right?
You know what's funny? I took my class today and the lady was like, I was like, damn, doing baby hair is going to be a struggle because I don't do my own. She was like, you know, my 2008 baby hairs look way different than my 2025 baby hairs. Everything be changing.
Exactly. Innovation, change, everything. I mean, innovation, an example of innovation is them baby hair tattoos that they be putting on it. That's innovation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you bought it and that's what we going to help you. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Y'all learned a new word today.
Yeah,
innovation.
Innovation.
She gave y'all an example and the dictionary meaning of it.
Definitely.
You know, cocky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so how did you come up with the name Kashmere? Because, you know, I've been your friend for a few years and I want to know.
I don't think I've ever told you the story on purpose.
What?
Okay, so what happened was my original Kashmere company started with Kashmere Dreams Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, that was the adult section of my business.
Mm-hmm.
I was working for a club. I was a promoter, and I decided to branch off on my own because I wasn't really fooling with the club and the way they were doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So I called it Kashmere Dreams Entertainment because we did all kinds of entertainment. We had models, we had adult models, I hosted parties, everything. And it wasn't just like now I host events, but these were parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had different themes at every party, you know, food, all kinds of stuff. So my friend, I had a street team, and my friend, we were trying to come up with a name because my entertainment company used to be called Pleasures Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like that was a little too vulgar. Even though it's not vulgar, it was a little too much.
Right.
So I was like, we got to come up with some finesse. We got to feel like, we were talking in the group chat all day. And one of my friends was just like, what about Kashmere? And I was like, Kashmere? He was like, what's a K? And I was like, well, what about something like, and then we said like Kashmere this, Kashmere that. And then we finally settled on Kashmere Dreams Entertainment. So then after that, I started having Kashmere models.
Mm-hmm.
And then it slowly became Kashmere this and Kashmere that. So it just kind of grew. But my friend Elliot is the one who came up with that. He knows that. Like if he's watching my live, he knows that he came up with my name originally. Yes, for sure.
Friends be looking out for you.
Yeah, I said, I'm going to pay you. I said, one day, when I get rich, for real rich, I'm paying you for that.
Elliot.
Yeah, Elliot. I owe you money, boo. I owe you money.
You gotta chop this part out. I'm cold in the motherfucker. Can you turn that? Turn that to what it is. So, hey, you can leave that in there. That's some good bloopers, huh?
All right.
You don't believe it is, sir.
No, you good.
No, he ain't, because he always do that.
Yeah, and it'll drive throat out anyway.
Talking about it give personality.
Yeah.
I look dumb.
Yeah, no. Looking cold.
Okay.
That fan worked good, though. Okay.
So, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I be having to tell y'all a story how we met.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Just like with Heather, we met because of the networking conference you were supposed to do and you were supposed to speak. And I didn't have it, but you know, I gained some good friends from it.
But tell them why we started talking on the phone. We would be a messy low-key.
Wait. Oh, we can't talk about that. Yeah, we can't. No.
Just say, it was a old business partner.
This lady had a crazy idea, and me and Cassie seen that it was crazy, and we was on the phone talking about how crazy it was. And it was so crazy that it failed.
Yeah.
It was right. It was crazy.
I knew from the first Zoom meeting that it was gonna fail, but I didn't want to be like that because I believe in people's dreams. But I believe that if I can see that you're not executing it properly, I know it's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
This is my biggest thing about partnership, right? If you're gonna bring me in on something and it's a partnership, take into consideration the things I'm saying, because you have this. So the type of person I am, I'm very realistic, right? So you have this vision. If I see that it's not realistic, I'm going to let you know, well, nobody's about to pay you $300 for a vendor space and you're new.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, whatever the case may be. If it gets to a point where I'm telling you this and you don't listen, we can no longer do business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's really what it was. Me and Cassandra were giving an idea. And then the lady said Cassandra's name. And I'm like, is this the same?
Yeah. She found me from your group. Did you know that? She found me from your group. She told me that.
Yeah. That means I'm going to be rich. She should have paid me for my resources.
She found me from your
She should
group.
have paid me for my resources.
Yeah, I think my issue with her was that she wanted all these people to participate in her business, but she didn't want our name on it.
Oh, yeah.
That was my issue. I was like, okay, I understand that we're not trying to take over your business. That was not the case. But it was like, dang, I can't even say, hey, I'm sponsoring this or I'm partnering with this.
Oh, you know what it was for me? Because I had my pop-up events and she wanted to pull my people in and didn't want me to get a fit.
She didn't want you to get a percentage at all.
Yeah,
She didn't want you to
crazy.
get nothing.
So that's how the CEO Network was born, y'all. I do pop-up events. So this year will be our second annual back to school event. And, we got me and Cassie got other things in play that we'll announce at a later time. But that's how it was born. And this particular lady, I guess she seen my potential and she wanted to kind of like milk it, but didn't want to give me the credit for it.
Yep.
So it's just like, that's how me and Cassie started
And
talking.
she was trying to get me to work for her for free. No, boo-boo. Absolutely not. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going to be wrong here. Hey, we ain't never saying no names, though.
No, definitely not. And there's no disrespect. Her idea was fantastic. It was just the execution was not going to work.
Yeah.
That was not going to work.
And then even with me being a business owner now, like Cassie knows, I call her phone, ask her for, okay, Cassie, how does this sound? How does this sound? Because sometimes in our mind, things are ridiculous, right? We don't see it as ridiculous. We see it as something that we can see through. But that's why you talk to other people, get other opinions. Now, if you are a successful business owner, don't talk to somebody who just starting from ground zero. They're not gonna know what they're doing. So me, I'm 26. I say this every show, so y'all know. My birthday, August 31st. Send me some cash apps.
Hey, turn up.
But all of my friends are 30 plus, right?
Mhm.
All of my friends that are business owners are 30 plus. I don't merge or whatever you call it with girls my age because the mindset's not there. And if I call and ask you for advice, your mindset is of a 20-year-old. I need someone that sees it with a lot of experience. And, that comes in handy. I feel like a lot of people don't do that. They say people gatekeep. They don't want people to know about their business. I've been blessed with amazing friends and amazing business partners. So
no gatekeeping. We want everybody to win around here.
Hello.
In that part.
But yeah, that's a big thing. Like if you're a business owner, get input. I even get input from my husband. He's just starting his business, but input is very important.
I agree. I got a few people I call like, hey, does this sound crazy? Like, I'll tell you that later. Like the name that I was gonna do for my new business, it goes KKK, and I thought it was gonna look bad. But I was like, I'm black, and it's KKK. I think it's ironic. But my friend was like, nah, don't do that, friend. And I was like, okay. Fine. So I scratched that name, guys. I scratched it. But
mine was Kira's Crafty Creations with 3 Ks. I was like, no.
They were like, no, don't do that. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, we ain't fooling with her. She undercut.
Yeah, they didn't like that. I asked 3 people and they were like, nah.
They all told you no?
Yeah, nobody liked it.
I wanna hear the I like SHU.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I like
you.
No.
SHU.
SHU. It's like the first letters of it.
Right.
Oh, so you knew.
Okay, so let me tell you. Cashmere's Cabbie Cars, but with all Ks. Yeah. So I went with Kashmere Cabbie Service. But that's not going to be the name of the official business. But anyway.
I like what they, off SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's like, oh, do not sue me for saying SpongeBob. They're
Oh, yeah, no, they not. We right.
I ain't got no money.
We don't own the rights to that name at all. Nah.
Hey, that's my guy though. I love SpongeBob.
Yeah, we love a good Bobby.
Okay, y'all. Yeah, she got that man behind that camera talking. We're supposed to be doing this podcast.
My bad, I'm listening. He was laughing. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, come on.
We ain't got no music and nothing. It's a little quiet.
It's okay. We need to have a little vibe in here.
How did you navigate early moments when nothing seemed to be going right?
Woo. A lot of tears. Let me say that because I would be like, listen, I had a fashion show one time on my birthday. I got evicted the same week and didn't tell nobody. And it was empty. The only people that were there were one family and all the models. And I still did the show because here's what I think. I feel like you still got to push through. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're discouraged, because there's going to be times when you're up and down. Mm-hmm. Even when you're discouraged, you got to keep going because consistency is better than quitting. Because if people see that, like, okay, she's still having these events, and if they don't come, they're not going to know whether it was 2 people or 200 people in the building. So as long as they see you, oh, she's still advertising these events. She's still doing this. She's still doing that. She's still holding the events. I still got photos in my phone from that event right now, and it looks like it was the bomb. And there was nothing but like 30 models there. That's it. And they still, half the models still did like 4 more shows with me after that. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So it's like your energy and your consistency is what matters. So I would cry and be like, okay, I had to take a break and be like, okay, I'm gonna cry real quick, go on back and do it. But them tears is what got me through. Them tears.
No, I ain't lying. My first pop-up shop in Fort Worth, I cried. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And it's overwhelming. Like doing events, it's so over. I had like 30 vendors, y'all. stuff ain't work out, people ain't show up. It was just, oh my
DJ
God.
ain't show up. I had that happen to me one time. Girl.
Then the owner of the building tripping. Like, that's really what made me mad. Like, he was like, I can keep your deposit. And I'm like, boy, if you keep this $750 deposit,
Right,
we're going to have a problem. But I cried.
know.
But you know what? I did another event. I did my back to school event. Amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
We served like over 100 kids. And
Yeah.
that was, I had
Was
like
that the one
40.
I was at?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one okay, yeah.
I had a lot of vendors at that one too, y'all. But the end result of me pushing forward from that one time with that bad experience, it came to be something great.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of my vendors text my phone to this day. When you having something else, like I built great relationships with my vendors, you know, so pushing forward is a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's hard. You better cry while you writing down notes for the next thing, because that's what I do.
I agree.
Or cry, pray, and wait on God to put something else on your heart. But you got to keep pushing forward.
Just keep pushing, yeah, because after that, I had my highest event was 1,300 people. I've had other events where 200, this and that. So, I mean, you just got to keep pushing. And that was I think that was that was either my first or my second fashion show by myself, because I had done a few with other people. But that was probably one of my first ones by myself. And I just had to have it on my birthday. And then that made it worse. It was empty and it was on my birthday. Oh no, but no, it was great. The models still had a good time. They were like, "Oh, when is your next one?" And I was like, "Girl, ain't nobody here." But see, they, I treated them good, so they were like, "Yeah, we gonna keep rocking with you." So it was good.
Well, let's do another one.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. You know
what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to do it on my birthday too.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should. Did you see my Facebook stats? I already got people saying they trying to partner with me. Matter of fact, I see them inboxes coming through right now. Yeah. We got a team.
We do?
We just got, we gon', I'll check the inbox when we done. Sorry, side note.
We gonna pop it. We gonna pop it, y'all.
Yeah.
And look, let's just say, dress to impress.
Dress to impress, because
what them young folks say, put that shit on.
Yeah,
put it in. Put that shit on, right?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say nothing though, because it's gonna be somebody that watch this video that's gonna try to steal my idea.
They are. And we gonna make it very unique to where, like, you've seen other people do it, but you ain't gonna see people do it like us.
And you can't duplicate it.
Yeah, you can't.
You're not Kashmere and you're not the CEO.
Never.
Thank you.
Never.
Hey, Dre. He just leave back there laughing, y'all. I'm for real though. But stay tuned for that. I'll post it on the website. She gonna post it on her website.
We're not releasing it until
Till it's sold, signed, sealed, delivered. And I'm gonna put a patent on it too, and a trademark. So y'all take it, because I'll be
we
stealing.
do need to come up with a title theme.
We do. They be stealing it.
Yeah, we gonna do that.
Dang, I already got people trying to be like me and stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, people want to be her so bad. You crazy.
That's why I couldn't do this podcast, y'all, because she make me act a fool.
Yeah. That's how you supposed to act. I'm excited.
Y'all, people want to be me so bad. And look, but the thing is, somebody want to be like you before they try to be like you, because you can sense it. You sensed it anyway.
I synced it from the beginning. From the very first meet and greet, I synced it. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Y'all gotta look. I'm gonna tell y'all a very important lesson that I learned this year, and Cassie probably knows this as well. Watch the company you keep. Watch your employees. Watch who you let into your business. Right? That's so important. Like, I was just so excited this year to do something new. Anybody. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Just picking them up, and that shit kicked me in the ass. Like, no lie. So, if you have any means or needs for a team, you better do a background check.
Background check.
You better
do an actual interview. I know that sounds crazy.
It does.
But at least talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you figure out a basic set of questions, and depending on the way they answer, you gonna know.
But something, I had $1 million mentor for taxes, and she said that. She said, interview your people. I did not do it. I did not do it. But guess what? I done bought a background check software.
All you need is 5 solid questions, and you need to think about this season. And think about the main questions that you want to, think about the main 5 things you want out of an employee, and ask them questions, scenarios within those 5 qualities. If they don't answer it right, they can't work with you.
And then if you're not good at questions, ChatGPT got your back.
That part. And don't put your heart into it. Just think about it. Just answer. If they answer in the wrong way, it's a no. Period.
See, I ain't like that, y'all. My heart means stuff.
Yeah, see, you can't think with your
That's
heart.
why Cassie gonna do it for me.
Yeah, you can't think with your heart. We business people. Yeah.
I'm be a businesswoman next year. I'm gonna move differently. This year I move with my heart, but next year, straight business. You feel me?
Business is unfortunately ethical. Logical stuff is not always ethical, and ethical stuff is not always logical. And same goes with business.
Yeah, she gave me. Oh Lord, hold on. Y'all see my necklace? Look at my baby. We got best friend necklaces.
Oh, I'm jealous. Why she didn't give me one?
Shout out to my Riley. Oh yeah, and look, pieced up.
We like the hair.
Pieced the hair. You know, shout out to B.
Yeah.
We shout out Small Business Owners. Wait, I ain't even got her Instagram page. I'll show y'all, but yeah, I have somebody else to shout out next time.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Gaddafi on the.
Oh, I need to go to them. Come on, lashes. I like them. All right.
And look, made me look good today because yesterday I looked like a chicken head. I had to get my hair done. That's why y'all ain't seen me in a week. That's why. And it's been raining so bad out here.
Oh my God, so bad.
Oh my, y'all know I can't drive in no rain because I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah, no. Doesn't nobody want to drive in the rain anyway.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah. That's why I ate before I came.
I'm so mad. I meant to stop by Lisa's before I got here.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm not finna do this podcast hungry.
Damn, I forgot.
And Williams had chicken for cheap. Y'all got Williams? Oh yeah.
No, we ain't got no Williams over here.
Y'all do got Williams in Fort Worth.
Well, but I will be there tonight.
Yeah, because I used to go to Williams. Oh, I was gonna say I used to go to Williams. It used to be on the east side by my old apartment.
I like Rudy's.
Oh, Rudy's is cool, but
ooh, make me go tomorrow and get some.
Yeah,
I can't be eating that stuff though.
Yeah, we done with fried food after today.
I'm
lying. I'm not. I'm gonna eat it in moderation. How about that?
I'm not supposed to eat it at all, but I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
And some hot food. Yeah. Some crawfish and.
Yeah, I saw you at the crawfish bowl.
Oh, you seen that girl put it on?
Yeah, crawfish every day.
Ooh,
I love crawfish.
They were so good. And, I need to do some more. I had cooked like 50 pounds.
Man.
I had to do 2 pots. Oh, speaking of my crawfish boil.
Oh,
don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
Listen, we can't say what was wrong with me on camera. It's okay. We good. We owe you. I owe you another.
He back there laughing behind the camera.
I owe you another day.
I'm having a housewarming coming up, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll be there.
You invited, Dre. You can come get you some crawfish.
With the bottle in hand. I'll be there with my bottle. This
get your bottle in hand.
This time I won't. Okay.
I guarantee you they heard you on that mic. Dre, don't cut it out if they heard her either. Let it stay on there, Dre.
I'm not ashamed. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You crazy.
Did I ask this question? What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in your first year of business?
Ooh. I think it's the same. I was trying to figure out how to navigate or what I wanted to do specifically and how to navigate doing that because I really am a journalist. That's really where my heart is. That's what I majored in school, even though I ended up going with PR instead of I'm a news writer. I'm a total nerd, journalism news writer. But I was trying to figure out because when I was in college, they were telling us that in 10, 15, 20 years, newspapers are going to be obsolete, which is very much accurate now. You know what I'm saying? Because, oh my God, I was in college a long time ago. Okay, no.
Telling them fuck your age.
Man, I'm not that old, but I am old. But I remember them saying that, and I was like, well, I can't do newspaper forever, and I've never been a broadcast journalist, so I decided to go the PR route. What made me switch to do marketing is because I learned that I was better at it. Because I was a promoter, I was managing models and music artists, and that's kind of the world that I want to be in. When I was younger, my dad was always get a job, be stable, this and that. He wanted me to be a teacher, and I didn't want to be a teacher. I still am in the teaching certification program and still ain't completed it because I don't want to do that.
Right.
Now I understand why he wanted me to do it. Because that's stable. He didn't want me stressed out, but that's not where my heart was. If I'd have done what I wanted to do from the beginning, I probably would have been a dancer and a musician. But I have circled back around to that. Like I know how to play violin, I play the piano, I can play the drums, stuff like that. My friend actually just told me I need to get back on my lessons because he's trying to hire me at a church to play. But that's where my heart is. I like working with artists. I like being on stage. I like being behind the stage. I like doing the lights. I like doing the tech. I like getting people dressed. I can sew. I like making outfits. Like I really like doing all of that. But because I have been an entrepreneur and in the hustle and bustle so long, I have not been able to have time to sit down and do all those things. But I'm getting back to it. That's why when you mentioned acting, I was like, oh yeah, I am doing that because my mind be so focused on the money and the money is not coming from acting yet. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm getting ready to be a production assistant in a film here soon. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I'm gonna have a lead role.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. We actually are having our first meeting next Sunday, so I'm very excited to meet everybody. The lady that I'm working with has come out with published 51 books, 10 movies. She's from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I even mentioned her to my peer therapist the other day. She had heard of her, and I was like, "Oh, so I'm important." Yeah, I'm messing with important people. So no.
Yeah, Cassie.
Yeah. So I feel like at this point, I've worked with celebrities. I've done events with celebrities. I've done so much stuff that I'm like, it's time to do something else. So that's where I'm at. I'm working on something that's going to build me residual income at the same time while I'm doing what I love.
Right.
So that's what we're working on right now.
She writing a script for the CEO Network reality show, y'all.
Yeah.
It'll be filmed by brains people. You know, it's not gonna be on that Z thing.
Oh, Zeus.
Now, why you gonna say it? Why you gonna say it?
You funny. I can actually do that. Because I am in the process of writing a book too. I ain't told you that. Yeah.
People don't tell me nothing.
No, it's because I wanted to be a surprise when it came out, but it's okay. It's surprise enough. I am writing the book right now. I actually started it a long time ago, but I got back on it.
You know, I used to write books. I ain't gonna tell you how old I was.
You should.
Let's just say I used to write nasty books.
Oh Lord. Well, I think we all went through that phase.
And look, one time I was in class with the nasty book that I wrote.
Oh Lord.
And my peers was reading the damn book, and my teacher took the book.
No.
Honey, I gave up.
That's embarrassing. That was probably in the phase when everybody was reading Zane and Eric Jerome Dickey and all that stuff. I feel like we all went through that phase.
Yeah, when the teacher got that, I gave it up, baby. I was trying to be a rapper. I stopped at the 8th grade because I screamed in the middle of the talent show. You sued. My name was Badass Lady K.
You couldn't even. How you gonna have a name like that?
That was my name.
And you was young like that? So your mama was mad. You bad.
My mama ain't know my rap name, but I used to be a rapper. Nicki Minaj and Spike.
I think you can still do it while you playing.
Two class people, kid.
Come on, don't play, because I'll get you some
Hold on.
studio time. All right.
Come on, let's go. Yeah, I can't rap though. I probably still can rap. You know, me and my husband be in the car, I be spitting a few little rhymes. But if it ain't like,
do it.
if I'm not like Glorilla, I don't want to do it.
I think you should do it.
Yeah, look, this the life of having an aggravating sister. Y'all see this? Oh, she hung up. Because I was finna put her on here.
Yeah.
I was finna show y'all how people don't respect your time.
I told her put her phone on Do Not Disturb. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Ignore her. Or ignore everybody, not necessarily your sister.
I am recording my podcast and you disturbing me. And I just want you to know you're going to be on the episode. So the camera can see you. Say hey.
Ooh, the head.
Ooh.
Yeah, she said
that head. I'm going to put you on there. Love you. Talk to you later.
Love you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Y'all funny.
Hey, you call my phone. I'm on this podcast. I'm putting you on here. I just
Putting
want
you
you to
on,
know.
but I'm surprised ain't nobody called me. That's good.
Because you're on live over there.
Yeah, but you can still call somebody. You know, people is crazy. They see you on live and they still call like weirdos.
So, my next question.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a theme song to describe your business life, what would it be?
Ooh. It's definitely probably my favorite club song. Every time the song comes on, I go crazy. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Hey, go get the money, go get the money. Woo! Go get the money, go get the money. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to describe me, because baby, if one way ain't making me no money, another way is gonna make me some money. Like something to shake. Something is gonna shake.
She said, push it.
Yeah. That is my song. Like, I have a motivational playlist, and that's the #1 song on there.
Really?
I don't know why. It just get me live. And then probably my most recent one is Mo Chicken. Hey, I'm a bad nigga. Give me Mo Chicken. Yeah.
You know what mine is? You got to know you got me. Project extra sloppy. Don't I live my best and bullshit. Extra cheese and broccoli.
Yeah.
Huh, I'm J Money. Don't I be with J Money?
Money's on. Yeah, we like
Y'all know
that.
I'm J. My real name starts with a J and I'm J Money. But I ain't want to tell y'all, but you know.
Don't I be with J Money serving everybody? Yeah,
I
that
be
part.
serving everybody, y'all.
That part.
Give me more chicken. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love me a little easy.
That's-
But I'm a Betty Wright type of girl.
I do like that. I'm also 90s R&B, really. Yeah, After the Pain is a good one.
And all all that I.
You know, I didn't get introduced to that song until I was an adult.
You know something? I've been listening to blues since I was born. My grandfather used to be a DJ in our hometown. So I know that song. What it say? Something about throw my heart against the wall. What is that song?
Oh, Lord.
And bounce me like a rubber ball.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
So he had records.
The DJ.
Yeah.
By Betty Wright, Luther Vandross, whoever that lady is. I can't think of her name. Me and my mama be in the car. And when they say, and throw me up, whatever, bounce like a rubber ball, we be doing it in sync.
Yeah, that's funny. That's cute. That's cute.
We real cute. Real. So yeah, I'm not a rapping, listening lady. Even though I used to want to be a rapper. I actually like Leandria Johnson.
Okay, we like that. It's a vibe.
Amen. Hallelujah.
It's a vibe. Yes. Hallelujah. Don't play, because I sings in the choir too, girl. I sings in
Y'all heard. She done said 19 things she doing. If you ain't took notes.
I do a lot. I do.
I do a lot too. I done sold infused gummies. I've sold clothes. I've sold shoes. I've sold hookah. I've crafted. I've made tables. I've tried to do custom shoes.
Hey.
I stopped that real quick.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, because I got the fabric. I drove way to Houston to get fabric and it buckled.
Just turn the volume down. Yeah. It's okay. We done had enough flip ups in here anyway today.
Y'all, I need some something. Cassie, you ready for your next question?
I am ready for my next question.
What mindset changes our daily habits, help you stay grounded and focused?
Adaptation. I play the cards as I'm dealt. So if I wake up one day and I'm like, okay, this is not going the way it's supposed to be going, I just roll with the punches. You know, I figure it out. If I don't know what to do, I'm going to figure it out.
What to do?
I feel like adaptation is extremely important in anything that you do, whether you're working a 9 to 5 with your kids, your husband, whatever. You have to learn to adapt. If you're not adaptable, you're not going to survive. Just like I was saying earlier, you have to be innovative. You have to know how to hang with the times, do all that stuff. So I think adaptation is extremely important for success. Extremely.
Yeah, that's what I have to do that too. And I have to realize things happen for you, not to you, right?
Yeah.
So when like certain situations come up in my business, you got to learn how to roll with the punches. Like don't let it consume you. Don't let it overtake you. Don't let it discourage you. Like it's always a way to, just like when you was a baby, before you walked, you kept falling, but you kept getting up the wall. It's the same thing. Like you just have to learn how to go with the curves.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why a lot of businesses fail. Like, Reggie was telling me like Waffle House, how they started off. Like I think Waffle House had like, was it cheeseburger? Waffle House had something.
Yeah.
Or was it was like Chick-fil-A or Waffle House, something. They had something that they don't have now. But they're like billionaire companies at this point, So they had to adapt to see what worked for their business.
Yeah.
So adaptation really is something that's very important. And I feel like a lot of business owners lack.
Yeah.
Like they take it's happening to me, not it's happening for me.
Right. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how to keep, like you said, when you're discouraged or whatever, they don't know how to keep pushing. One of the last lessons that my dad talked to me about right before he died, it was probably about a month before he died, because I was going through it. I called my dad, I was like, I don't know what to do. What do I do, right? And my dad was like, Cassandra, he was like, you'll never see the light at the end of the tunnel if you stop. He was like, if you stop in the dark, you're just going to be in the dark. But no matter what you do, if you keep scooting, crawling, inching, whatever you got to do to get to that light, you got to get to it. So that's how I feel about adaptation. I'm going to get to the result that I need to get to. It doesn't matter if I have to take this path, this path, this path, this path. I'm going to do it.
No matter how long it takes, you just got to see it through.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So anyway,
you can talk, it can be cut out.
What?
50 versus 10.
He say that because he say I do stuff the hard way. Instead of doing things the short way, I take them the way that I know how to do them. And it may take me 12 steps compared to your 5, but I feel like the result is the same. So it doesn't matter if I take 50 steps to do it. Either way, I'm getting to the result, right?
Yeah, he was like,
he trying to ask questions.
He was like, I'm doing that.
Yeah,
I know y'all see me looking over there like,
he's crazy.
I mean, you'd rather you kill 50 people to get to the castle versus me only letting 10 die. I mean, but we got that all right.
But the result is the same.
We got to the castle.
Yeah, the result is the same. And anyway, go next question. Yeah.
What advice would you give someone their first year and they're feeling discouraged?
I would say do your research. The reason why I say that is because I have learned that once I finally started actually like doing my research and actually like watching other people do stuff, it gave me the confidence. Because like, for example, if you watch somebody backstage host an event, you're going to feel a little bit more confident hosting your own event because you're like, okay, I saw them do this, so let me go do this.
Right.
Or I saw them do this, okay, I don't want to do it like that, let me do it like this.
Right.
It really helps a lot. It helps you not go into something blindly. So I very much encourage people to do their research, read up on the stuff that you want to do, follow people on the social media that are doing the things that you're doing. That's actually when I take on a media client, that's actually one of the first things I tell them to do. Go and within your first homework is always going to be go find 3 people who do the exact same thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
Find somebody a professional, find somebody local, and just find somebody else that you admire or whatever. Because just from watching them, you're going to figure out, okay, I don't want to do this, or I do want to do this, but here's how I'm going to execute it, So it's really helpful. And I'm a researcher. Like, I could be looking at somebody's status on Facebook and I see them say a word, I don't know what the hell they talking about. I go Google it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I see something that I'm confused about online and I want to make sure it's true, I go Google it. Anything in my life, I literally Google it because I like to constantly learn. I'm a learner. So even if it has nothing to do with me, I'm going to go look it up. so yeah.
TikTok and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That's
a form of research too, because it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. It's a newer form of research. Like I said, the AI is where things are going. And even though people don't like it, it's important and you need to learn how to use it because they just passed that 6-year-olds in China are required to learn AI in schools now. So because of that, America's going to be right behind you. So kids that are growing up are going to be way far ahead of us here real soon. We have to learn it or we're going to die. Not physically, but
Right. Old school going to get out of there.
Yeah. You're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know how to live in the world because you can't do anything. You can't even call Spectrum because you can't do AI. I'm just giving an example.
Hey, they already got AI with them bots.
They do.
I hate them bots.
Yeah, and then did you know you're not on my Snap. So Dallas we have seen like 4 different delivery things, delivering food, delivering makeup, and I forgot the other company. Literally robots. I have it on my Snap of going around Dallas, crossing streets, watching out for people, everything. Like our world is coming. That's what the world's come to.
I was like hit by a car. The thing stopped and got goody out.
Yeah. It's literally.
I'm a kid. They wouldn't tell that.
I watched this little boy, one of the little high schoolers. He put a sign in front of the robot and it stopped and looked up at him. Yeah, I saw it. Like, yeah. Even didn't you just hear the 18-wheelers and now have no self?
Drivers.
Yeah, that's been.
We're gonna be like our robot around here.
We are about to be very close to it. We are, no doubt.
That's scary.
It is.
They
scary.
say got robots having babies now. Whatever the little. It's a robot delivery is like it carries the baby and delivered it.
I mean, I can believe that. One thing I will say is we can't. I've been telling everybody don't let these movies scare you because it's just as much scary as it is. It's very helpful too. So
it's gonna take jobs away though.
It is gonna take jobs away.
Self-employment come into play.
But it's also gonna create them too in some certain ways. There's gonna be people like now's the time to start doing cybersecurity. Now's the time to learn IT. Google has cybersecurity certificate you can get in 6 months or less. Depending on how hard you work.
My uncle did that and I think he landed a job with Google and I'm so proud of him. And they pay really good money, y'all. Like he might have been over exaggerating. He said like $600,000 a year. But
I believe it.
Really?
Yeah, if it's not that, it's close to it because I was dating a dude a few years ago who, like 5-6 years ago, he worked for Homeland Security from home. It was the longest relationship, and he was already making $200,000 a year.
Well, guess what? I'm going to enroll in school tomorrow.
No, like for real. And then, like I was gonna say that's one of my next routes is cybersecurity. I was supposed to have been done it, but yeah, I just got to.
But at least ain't nobody gonna let no robot braid their hair or put no wig on or let them do their lashes. Ain't nobody gonna let no robot do their lashes, y'all, or what?
Increases technology.
Nah, for real. Pretty soon the robot gonna be
I be scared of a robot. Like I wouldn't even be able to close my eyes. No, I be scared. Oh, rip your hair. The robot get mad, start.
Yeah. Oh God. Did you watch Cassandra on Netflix?
Nah.
It's about them taking this woman who was dying from cancer and putting her into a robot, and she ends up trying to kill the wife of the family to try to take her kids and all that. It's crazy. You need to watch. It's called Cassandra on Netflix with 2 S's, not with 1 S like mine. It's crazy. Yeah, girl. You need
It's with the what's her name? Played in Transformers.
Yeah, I know exactly. Megan Fox. Yeah, she's in it. It's actually really good.
It's on there right now.
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna watch
really
it
good.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary
It's-
though.
What is this guy? It's like the cars ride on sale. I can't think of the name of it. It's good though.
Yeah.
The robot drives them,
Uh-huh.
but the robot the robot took over everything.
Yeah.
The last robot I seen was Megan.
No. No.
You know the little dog robot thing?
Yeah, no. You need. Yeah, there's more better movies than that.
Wait, it was another one too. Like the mama died or something. They went and bought it was really like a whole store full of robots.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know if the mama was in the hospital or she died. They went to the store, like they in Walmart, and bought this bot.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
So they make it like that. I don't know. I'm not buying no robot. You feel what I'm saying? I work perfectly fine. I'm not too fond of the robot world.
Well, in a minute, you may not have a choice.
I'm going to pour water on it.
Yeah. They're probably expensive.
I'm going to pour water on it. Don't come back. I don't want no robot making my food at McDonald's because you're not going to hold the ketchup.
Oh, yeah. You crazy?
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not going to do it right.
They ain't going to do it. It's just, man, but what's really just scary is end times are near. That's the scariest part of all it.
That's what they say, but I feel like the way stuff is going now, technology is crazy. Like, and I say that just from the defibrillator that I got in my body, they can control. Like, he can get on the computer and start increasing my heart rate, and I can feel it. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I got an app on my phone how I can monitor my heart. Like, it's crazy. My watch. I just got through watching a news story about how a watch basically helped save a few people's lives. Somebody, like, they saw on their watch that they were it warned them that they were having an attack. That's why my doctor wanted me to get Apple Watch. Like, technology's crazy.
It could just read it on its own.
Well, it has an EKG on it. It has an EKG on it and blood pressure and stuff like that. So I can kind of tell when something's wrong with me. Like right now, you see.
That's the name of the movie.
Oh yeah. Right now, you see. 1 minute ago, my beats per minute was 101. It's probably because I'm just excited. It's fine.
You excited? Make you excited?
It's adrenaline rushing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Then like, there's a whole EKG. I can take my blood pressure. I can do everything. I can call people from. Well, you know, it's Apple Watch, but
Yeah, my Apple Watch sitting in my thing dead. It ain't.
well, I'd rather have this than a Life Alert. I got a choice.
Yeah.
I got a choice. But Life Alert has watches now. And ain't just a button.
I remember it was the button.
Yeah, my granny had one. I used to press it. My granny used to get so mad. All you do is tell them you testing it, and they just hang up. But yeah, I used to. But now they have watches and stuff. They're high tech now.
And that's that. Its grew is developed.
Yeah, it has developed.
People got tired of hitting them buttons. So
It has changed with the times. See, that's how you stay relevant. That's how you stay relevant. Yeah.
That's like iPhone did too, because y'all know the iPhone 16 got AI.
Yep. Well, technically, they've always had AI. Siri is AI, but yeah. Siri is AI.
No, like
I know what you're talking about.
I told y'all.
Oh, we were.
Babe, I'm recording my podcast and I have you on speaker so they can hear how everyone disturbs me. Say hey.
Damn, I forgot you. My bad.
Okay. I love you. Call you later. All right.
All right, boo-boo.
My boy, you blows it, man. Like why would he say?
That's funny.
Did you hear him?
I just heard him say something about boo boo.
He said, "I ain't big booty."
Oh.
Boy, my booty ain't big. Till I get on that type, get that BBL.
Oh my God! Yeah, we on the way.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
Stop
to be
playing.
fine. You know, what I mean? Extra fine. We already fine. Extra fine.
You hear me? A lady with a fatty.
Yeah.
That's what y'all gonna call me. I'm sorry, I'll be being too ghetto. I'm just being me.
Nah,
But I'm not ghetto though. I be chilling. This just cause
yeah, we
I be
vibing.
vibing.
We vibing as we should. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Authenticity. All right. Did you ever feel like giving up? What kept you going in those moments?
What? Every day. Like, there's a point in time every day where I'm like, bro, I don't think this shit for me. Or I think I need to be doing something else. Or maybe I should just go be a teacher. I feel like if I'm a teacher, I'm giving up on myself. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy because it ain't that bad. And I passed the test the first time. I just got to retake them because I took them so long ago. But anyway, I I feel like it's this quote that I seen on Facebook that actually sticks with me when it was like motivation is just like bathing. You have to do it daily. You have to keep up with it daily or else you're not going to want to keep going. If I give up, I wanted to give up when I had a fashion show with nobody there. I wanted to give up when I've had pop-up shops where it was just the vendors. I wanted to give up. And me and my business partner went around and bought something for everybody. And you know what?
I did that too.
Them same 7 vendors came back to the next 3 events. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give up almost every day. Every day I'm like, oh my God. Like today, my new business venture, I had so many people on my phone today and I was like, bro, I should have did something different. Like, this is cool, but I'm texting and then I'm just like, okay, no, calm down. You got this. Okay, here, let me work out with this person. Let me work out with this person. You know, my phone been blowing up all day. So, and it's like, I'm leaving money on the table because I can't be everywhere all at once. But it's also like, to see that I know that this is going to work, it feels good.
Why you ain't put me in on this business? This business partners with
You
everything.
don't like driving people.
But it don't matter. But we business
You don't
partners with
like
everything.
driving
But we
people.
business partners with everything else.
You got business ventures that I'm not in.
And you in almost all of them.
Okay, well, you in almost all.
Like, I don't like this because I feel like this $1 million idea.
Okay.
You leaving me out of it.
So, Kashmere Cabbie Service.
I don't like that.
It is. You seen it on Facebook.
Oh, the real name?
That is the name of my business temporarily. The app is not going to be called that.
It's going to be...
It's going to be... No.
HU?
The app is going to be called something simple, just like Uber and Lyft.
Journey.
Hey!
But I'm glad we couldn't hear him.
Yeah. Because we don't want people copying off my...
But look, what's up? Like, where I fit in?
Okay, do you want to be a hood Uber driver? Do you want to drive people?
Bro, you know I'm not finna drive. But look, I can come to play something else.
See what I'm saying?
I can come in to play in something
Okay.
else. Like,
Well, I
recruiting
will.
or-
Okay. Well, I'll say this.
I'll give you a $15 million on it.
I can't say, what am I saying right now? In combination with the driving, we are also going to be doing delivery and stuff like that too. So I'm considering doing something that I'm supposed to be doing with somebody else, like a grocery and delivery, but it's our own grocery store.
I don't want to be in no car.
You don't have to be in the car.
I just want to find the people.
Yeah, you don't have to be in the car. Yeah, no. I'm saying like the actual grocery store is ours.
Oh.
And then we deliver groceries from. Listen, it's a whole like little structure thing, and we're going vegan options, everything, because my friend is trying to be involved too.
So when we talking about it?
I mean, we can talk about it whenever.
Joy, can they hear me when I get close? Can I get close? When I get close, it's juicy.
Yeah. So that is one of my new businesses that I'm doing, Kashmere Cabbie Service. Hit me up. I got the lowest rates in the city. Okay. Especially for them long trips. They're going to
You
be.
get $5 off with the code CEO.
Yeah, there you go. $5 off. I'll give you $5 off. I even got people hitting me up. I'm taking the lady to work the rest of this week. Now, granted, that money ain't necessarily worth it, but the key is that consistency. If I take her to work, she gonna be like, hit me up for other rides. Matter of fact, I had another girl. I'm picking up her helping her pick up her dude from prison next week, and she already done sent me 2 more people.
Well, how about we partner with Quick Drive Rentals?
Hey, you already in there. I've already been mentioning.
No. Look.
Yeah.
If these people want to drive for you, but they ain't got no car.
Yeah. I've been mentioning that.
You know, teamwork make the dream.
Yeah, I've already thrown that in there to 2 people. Now we'll see if they do it because people be playing.
Sexy? I want to sound sexy when I get close to the mic. But for real, look, Cassie, don't leave me out, man.
Oh, no, I got you. Yeah. I had to see if it was going to work first.
And it's working a lot.
It's working like okay? Like,
well,
I've had to turn down, yesterday I had to turn down like 2 rides I didn't have time. And they were like going to pay me decently because they were like an hour worth long a ride. Yeah, but no, them long rides is where it's at. I thought the short rides were going to be it, but them long rides is where it's at because some of them long rides, especially in traffic, Uber charging 100, 120, stuff like that. I'm charging straight 80 or whatever for whoever.
So yeah, what we should do, we should connect and we should have the people send the money to one spot.
Oh yeah.
Pay the drivers.
That's already in the works. I already got a group chat with my drivers and everything. I got 3 drivers already.
So why you just leave me out?
Because I'm trying to make sure it works.
Like, it's gonna work.
But here's the thing about the drivers though. Everybody got different schedules. Like Two of them can only work in the morning. One is in Fort Worth, one is in Dallas. But one of them I used to work with the Boys and Girls Club, so I already know her schedule. And then the other girl's in Louisville with me. So I need more drivers who are like Irving, a couple more in
Arlington.
Dallas.
I got
Arlington
one in
could work.
Arlington.
Arlington could work. And like other areas, because I be having people hit me up and they be way the hell on the other side of Fort Worth and shit, and
So we finna start working together.
yeah, I'm here for it, girl. I'm trying to get this money.
I'm for real. I ain't playing.
Yeah,
Cause I'm just very hurt that she didn't come for Kira.
I had to see if it was gonna work first. I had to see, but I have been talking to this dude. He's gonna help me build my app, and he's actually going to
How much
do.
you charging?
We haven't discussed that yet because he said the app is gonna take a long time to do.
You know
So-
who got them people for the low.
Right. But here's the thing. He's building my website first. That is going to be like that's going to be like a database with everybody in it first. Cause he showed me this book a limo site, and basically you put it in, like, how you go to Greyhound, whatever. And you put in, okay, I want to go on this date, this trip at this time. And then it's going to pull up the pool of drivers and you can select the driver. So we're going to do it like that first. And then everything's going to come to me. And then,
Come to us.
yeah, come,
Yeah, she really just not. She not
Yeah.
trying to share. And I was,
I am going to share. Just let me, I'm actually in the
you know,
trial.
I have really amazing ideas.
Yeah, I'm in the process of trying to see what works first. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already built a business plan and everything, but I'm just trying to see, okay, is this going to work? Or do I need to hire more people? Like, how do I do this? How do I navigate
I got an
this?
idea in my brain,
Mhm.
but I ain't gonna say it. Let me
Okay.
type it. Let me take
Yeah, I was going to say, text it to me and I'll check it when I'm not live no more. Even though ain't nobody even on there. I can really get off of it. But I can get on TikTok. But I don't want to get up. I can't see that girl from over here. I'm blind. Just show me your phone. That's what I was thinking. You know why I was thinking that? Because it's too much work. And also my other friend had that too. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because we finna be millionaires.
Yeah. This been happen.
Yeah, but she don't want to include me though. But like, I just wanted y'all to see on the camera how people treat me. You know why I don't have many friends, and I need friends.
Black
I
owned
really-
ride share. It's gonna be great.
SHU.
That's not the name of it, but yeah.
Cassie,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. That made my heart flutter.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the fact that I'm actually seeing it work is what's good for me. Like how I feel. Like I'm just like, oh, this is going to work. This is going to work. So we'll see. And then he started telling me everything that was wrong with Uber. I said, oh, I'm glad you know details.
Uber ain't nothing wrong with y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Y'all the best people in the world.
The app. Okay, let me say the app. The app.
Ain't nothing wrong with
not y'all.
man.
Not y'all company.
Now y'all drivers, you know.
Yeah. They a little. There's a couple of them, But we know that. That's why y'all got
I want to
commercials on
drive
radio.
Uber so bad, but I'm just so scared for my life.
Don't be scared. I've been driving for Uber for a long time. I've been driving for Uber off and on for like 10 years.
I'm just scared.
I
What
got
if-
on Uber when they first started.
What if they throw up in my car or something? Or, you know,
I've only had one person throw up in the car, and I've driven almost 2,000 rides. And it wasn't even real throw up. It was just like spit. And then I took a picture. I took a picture of it, and Uber paid me for it. They paid me to get it clean.
y'all, why I put my car on tour on this lady wrecked my car?
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Well, she ain't wrecked it, but she talking about a basket here, y'all. It got the paint like that long.
Ain't no basket.
And it's scuffed up on my.
Ain't no basket hits.
I just redebated my life in Turo.
The basket.
Yeah, she hit the basket.
Y'all, I don't know what happened. And my husband said, babe, you gonna be mad. I said, what? He said, she wrecked your car.
Did you report it through Turo?
They want me to pay $250 to get $250.
What?
Tell about you gotta pay your $250 deductible to get $250.
Oh, the deductible.
At that point, I don't even need it. You just giving me my money back.
No. I wouldn't even report it.
And then you don't make no money. Like I think they probably charge somebody $160. I probably get $118 out of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
No. But it's okay. It's good to get you rolling though. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not. Oh, okay.
And my baby doll, she had the robe.
Why that lady play like that?
I don't know. Then she gonna say, well, just text me. Don't report it to Turo.
Because Turo's gonna charge her more. I told you, my friend, he got charged like $600 for something that he did to somebody's car, and it was like one of them plastic things hanging from the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and they charged him $600. He just paid it off. Yeah, like they tripping.
Turo eating.
They charge you more, and then remember I told you they charge me double like the tolls. For the car I drove to New York. Yeah, baby, no. We don't play with her.
I was still going to make her pay a lot more money, but just don't give you the.
Yeah.
Talk to her on the back end, let her slap me.
Yeah, because they going to get their lick off of it first. You know what I'm saying?
I actually need to text her. That's why I need an assistant.
You should just make her give you a little $200 right then.
She texted me and told me let her know what I want to do, but I just ain't had time to text her. But luckily my BA today, and I love her heart, she texted me and said, Kira, do you have any work? So do, Bookie.
Yeah, my sister just texted me and asked me the same thing. I sure do. I had her do some stuff the other day. I pay her per job right now.
Y'all don't. The CEO Network has some of the best sugar babies in the whole entire world. So if you need a VA,
definitely, they are definitely efficient, and I can say that because a couple of her VAs introduced me to some stuff, and I was like, "What? What? See, innovation, adaptation.
Hey, they come in handy, y'all. I'm not, man. They come in handy. So hard is about. She texts me. Hello. Look, they be on top. Who is this? Somebody look. This is what she said. And I love her. She said, I see that you've come to a lot of business already. Congrats. But if you need someone who can make your page active again, make posters, please let me know. We can also grow your training course. Ooh, y'all can't talk. And create ebooks and self-paced courses since I've been making a lot of this. I say, let's do it hard. She say, yay, let's go.
Yeah, I need that. Because when you brought them courses, I was like, it's crazy how I do these mini classes and I have these packets and I could be doing it much easier.
Yeah.
Again, innovation, adaptation, come get with the time.
They told me, I didn't know about Go High Level. And that's really, Go High Level, you could build websites. You can get a phone number to communicate with people. You probably pay $100 a month for Go High Level. Normally, with my Wix website, what that is, like $50 a month by itself. Yeah. My phone that I have, phone bill probably $120. That costs way more than Go High Level. You could build funnels. You could do so much in Go High Level.
I learned.
You need that?
I need to go and get on there.
I learned about it because of my VAs. Like, they are amazing people. They the goats for real.
Yeah.
So remember, I'm looking at myself on the side of the camera right there. Look, if you need a VA,
get with it, get lost.
Question number.
Mm-hmm.
How did your struggles impact your personal life or your mental health, or both?
Oh Lord. I've had times where I've isolated myself in the house for weeks and didn't talk to people because I was trying to figure it out. I've ruined a couple relationships because they felt like money was more important than them.
Oh yeah.
Money is extremely important, but I've learned to have balance. But there was a point in time where I didn't give a damn. If money called at 2 a.m, I was getting up. I'm old now. I can't do that no more. But I didn't play. Now I have learned, because I got burnt out for a while, and I had to take a break, and I ended up getting caught up in doing a lot of drugs because I was trying to stay awake and stay alert and stay happy when I'm doing the event.
I love transparency.
I mean, it's true. Because I tell people all the time, I wasn't a drug addict because I like to do drugs. I was a drug addict because I was a hustler. Because I was like, I know this pill. If I pop this pill, I can be up for the next 2 days and I can get my work done. Like my friend used to say that all the time. She was like, Cassandra, you're the only person I know who start off the day with 20 cents and end up with 200 plus by the end of the day. She was like, you're the only person I know that wake up, eat, do whatever you need to do, and then you go in to get the money. She was like, I don't see how. She was like, you make something out of nothing all the time. And I mean, shoot, me and my friend in college, we used to say this is back when we were baby hustlers. We used to say, if we have to go to bed with at least $5 more than what we started off the day with. And that's been my motivation. I mean, $5, of course it's about 100 now. I need to go to bed with at least 100 more or something on that level. But that's been my motivation. Like that was actually, I was always a hustler, but that's really kind of what shaped me, because there were days when I was like, man, I ain't made no money today, this and that. But no, like that, what was that meme on Facebook that said, a crackhead is not going to let not having no money stop them from doing crack. They going to figure it out. I figured it out every day. Because baby, like me and my friends say, the same friend, we ain't missing no meals. Ain't no meals going to be missed. I'm finna eat all 3 of my meals plus my 2 snacks a day like my bariatric doctor suggests. That's what I'm going to do. So if I got to figure it out, I'm going to figure it out. And I do every time. I'm going to figure it out. So, yeah, that's really what has kept me going. Just knowing that every day, okay, I got to go to bed with something. Even if it's not money, even if it's some sort of, if I know money is on the way, or if I got like a girl tried to pay me with
emotion.
the girl tried to pay me with a purse the other day, I'll take that too.
0 plus 0, 0.
Yeah. But I like purses, so that's cool too.
0 plus 1 is 1.
Yeah.
They probably don't get what I'm saying, but nothing plus nothing equals nothing. But nothing
Exactly.
plus something equals
Yeah,
something.
it
You know
does.
what I'm saying? So
Facts.
0 times 0 is, you know what I'm saying? So you got to put some effort.
You gotta put some effort in.
Yeah.
Money ain't just gonna come to you if you just sitting there.
I
Yeah.
know, like and being discouraged, y'all, is a real thing. Like being unmotivated is a real thing. Like you could ask Cassie. I sit, I smile, I'm always happy. Sometimes I take stuff on and be like, Cassie, I'm just feeling like shit today. Like I feel unmotivated. I feel unhappy. And sometimes it's okay to be in that space. As a business owner, it's okay to be in that space, but it's not okay to stay in that space.
Don't dwell.
You have to make sure that you get up out of it. So I always try. One of my biggest sayings I love to say to myself is, I don't bring yesterday into today. So yesterday I was unmotivated. Yesterday I was discouraged. Yesterday I was sad, but I will not bring it into today. You know what I'm saying? That's just like they say, don't lay down with your spouse at night. Don't go to sleep now.
I don't want to go to bed mad at you.
It's the same thing. Like you.
That's what they remind me of. But yeah,
You pray, you let it be. You wake up the next day super refreshed. So that's how I operate. Like today been a day, but guess what? Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up.
today was the Mondayest Monday of all Mondays. You hear me? Girl, but sorry, my bad. But yeah, I was like, bro, today was Monday-ish. I ain't had one of Mondays like this in a long time.
Yeah, the devil emailed me this morning and it just went down from there.
I didn't even have time to go to the post. I didn't have time to do nothing I was really supposed to do today. I'm gonna have to do everything. Well, tomorrow's gonna rain, but bruh.
I took a class today and it was amazing and I did an amazing job.
Yeah.
So that's my win of the day. So guess what? Going into tomorrow, I learned a new hustle.
Hey, learn a new hustle.
1 plus 0 equals
1.
You hear me?
Yeah, man.
The day was better than it was bad. I ended it on a positive note. And of course, we're here filming this amazing podcast for you guys to give you amazing gems. Y'all, she the hype man of the most. She the most hype man that
I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to be like Flavor Flav for a long time. When I was little, you wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be somebody's hype man. I really did. Like I knew I could just be on stage like, yeah. Like I still think I could do it, but it's not really a thing anymore. Kind of.
How you gonna be, Cassie?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't know all the lyrics to their songs, so I could be like, yeah, got him. Hey, got him. Like, but
Shot him up in the car when he coming out the bar. I told her not around.
That was a real dream for me for a while. I really wanted to be like Flavor Flav. I really thought I could be the hype man of the year. I really did for a long time.
That made me think back when I was young on that TV. Flavor Flav. Yeah, that big old clock around his neck.
I used to have watch parties in my dorm room for that show.
Really?
We loved it.
I didn't watch reality TV in so long.
Yeah, it's trash now.
Mine gonna be real. Girl, you remember we was gonna do TV?
Say, we can still do it.
Hey, that was a good idea. I ain't gonna say it because I'm just gonna keep saying y'all copycats.
I was gonna say we can still do it. We just gonna have to make it more
We
unique.
got Dre.
Because we've seen the way people have executed the idea that we had, and
It was basura.
yeah, it was not good. And I hate to say that. Because one of the girls is my Facebook friends, but nah.
Yeah, right after we said it.
No, one of the girls is my Facebook friends, and I'm Facebook friends with 3 of the employees of one of the other girls on the show. Yeah, but I ain't gonna say the show, but we know that it's.
I'm gonna still do this show.
Yeah, I was like, we know.
What Kendrick Lamar say? Sometimes you gotta pop out.
So
I know.
Yeah.
With him. Yeah, that's what he say.
That
That's my part of the theme song right there.
Yes, you gotta pop out. Yeah, that part.
We can't say the N word on here.
Oh, yeah. I think I slipped and said it earlier, but that's okay. Y'all, yeah, just slip on by that. Slip on by that.
Okay, question number.
Mm-hmm.
Can you?
What is happening right now?
Can you share a specific moment where persistence paid off?
I think I'll share those, but okay, let me give you an example. I'll say when I work with one of my business partners, me making my fashion shows at his building was because of my persistence and me actually being able to work the celebrities I work with. We did a comedy festival show, and he let me do like my vendor thing in there. And we had like B. Simone there, Carl Payne, Al Siddiqui, and all them. And that was my first event with him that was like for real with celebrities and stuff. And I was like, I had to fake it till I make it, confidence is key. But I was just like, because of the work that he saw me do and how often and persistent and all the stuff that I've been doing in his building, he was like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. And then that man started putting me on private planes and everything.
Opened you some doors up.
And it opened up doors. It opened up doors and business stuff that I had never thought about. Like I know how to do trucking, the trucking industry, and I've never done it, but I took his class for free. I did all that. Like I know how to operate it. It just takes so much time, and I don't have time for that right now. But because of my persistence with working with models and doing my events, even when they were empty, it got me indoors that I didn't expect to be in. I done met Bebe. I got pictures with him. All that stuff.
Hey, Bebe, him?
No, the one on the radio, K104.
I don't listen to the radio.
Oh, well, Bebe is pretty popular in Dallas. Everybody know Bebe. But
Dallas, y'all. That's why I don't know.
I know, but yeah. And then
Sorry, Bebe.
who else? Plies. We did a Plies concert. Like it's just been a lot of Special K. He used to be on the radio too. We had a show with him, stuff like that. I've gotten buildings to use buildings for free that you wouldn't expect. Just all that stuff. So I've taken a break for a while. So I'm back in, we back in.
You're back in 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta be surrounded by good people to do good.
That's true, because he was not a good person. Oh, excuse me. He did a lot of good things, but he had that hole on his back. You know what I'm saying? When that hole on your back, you can't be good forever. It comes out eventually. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, she just very raw enough.
And nah, for real. It's for real. You can't do people dirty and expect people to keep doing things with you and for you. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta treat people well.
You do.
Okay, I got another question. You are building your business while also managing heart failure. Can you share how that experience tested your strength and what it taught you about perseverance, both in life and in business?
It tested my strength because, like I told you before, if you don't sit down voluntarily, you will be sat down involuntarily.
You tell me that all the time.
And it will be at the most inconvenient time. So I can't tell you how many times I have had to sit down inconveniently because, like I told you, there was times when I was trying to do business and I'm sleeping out of my car and nobody knows. Me sleeping out of my car and not taking my medicine right, I start swelling up, and eventually my body starts swelling, and that makes me gain weight, and then I can't breathe and all that stuff. And gaining weight for me is extremely dangerous, because it puts too much pressure on my heart. So I had to learn, especially from my aunt. My aunt was preaching, teaching this to me. My aunt has lupus, and she used to tell me all the time, Cassandra, you got to slow down. You got to slow down. There was times when my longest time staying awake was 5 days straight, and it was because I was doing illegal hustles and regular hustles, and I didn't have time to sleep. So in that, I'm taking drugs, staying up for 5 days, making myself sick, and end up in the hospital. That actually happened to me twice, where I ended up in the hospital because of the fact that I'm staying up and not getting rest and stuff like that. So because I almost died a couple of times, I had to be like, okay, Cassandra, you have to set boundaries. You can't be having business phone conversations with people at 4 a.m. You need to go to bed. You can't go a week without taking your medicine. You have to take your medicine to get that water off you. There was times where I wasn't taking my medicine at all for 2-3 months. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things. Like, it got to a point to where I was doing this particular drug, and my cardiologist sat me down and was like, Cassandra, if you don't stop, I will stop treating you, and you will have to see somebody else. And that had been my the cardiologist and the arrhythmia doctor that I met the night that I went to the emergency room when I was about to turn 26 years old. My 26th birthday was that Sunday. I went to the hospital that Thursday. I spent my 26th birthday in the hospital. Those 2 doctors are still my doctors today. And the cardiologist was like, yeah, I refuse to treat you. I won't have a death on my record because you're crazy. So after that, it kind of hurt. Like, are doctors allowed to tell you that? Are doctors allowed to say they won't treat you anymore? And that's why I fool with my doctors. They've always been straight with me from the beginning. Like, when I was telling them what I was doing, they were like, listen, you can smoke. We would prefer if you don't smoke. We prefer if you ingest it. But that other stuff, you got to let that go. And for years, I did not listen. And because I ended up in the hospital multiple times, I finally listened. And what really hurt me was when they tried to put me in rehab. And I was like, I'm not going to rehab, you know, addict. And I was like, maybe I am. You know, I had to learn the hard way. So I definitely had to check myself. So it was hard. But you know, fortunately we got off of it and I'm doing better, and I was scared of dying. So there's that, you know. So that help. You can't run a business if you're unhealthy. It's impossible.
You know, I'm dealing with it right now.
Yeah.
I've been to the hospital 3 times for my gallbladder, and 3 times they told me it need to be surgically removed, and all 3 times I keep pushing it off.
And I told her to go on and do it. Go on and do it.
Because it's like, in your mind, you like, bro, like, if this send me down, I ain't finna make no money. Like, you know, I can't be proactive because it's sitting me down. But it's like, I'm at a point where, Jakira, you got to do it.
And you got to plan for it. So if you plan for it, then you can go ahead and get it out the way. But see, that's what I'm telling you, because it's going to be one time you go to the hospital, you're going to be in there for 3-4 days, and you'll be mad as hell. So you better go ahead. The
lady, luckily, she let me go this time. She was like, it wasn't inflamed or nothing like that. But the time before that, the lady was like, you still if you still hurting, I got to keep you.
Yeah.
I was still hurting. She was going to have to rush me to emergency surgery, but I got a husband, I got kids, I got a business. I'm going to tell you I'm not hurting so I can go. But that don't always fly, you know. So you gotta, health is number one, you know.
You know what somebody told me? Somebody told me, if you on your deathbed, you ain't gonna have no husband, no kid, all that stuff. You ain't gonna have nothing.
You ain't gonna have no money.
You know what I'm saying? And I done some crazy stuff. Matter of fact, the last time when I passed out at work, I refused to go in the ambulance. I went home and packed my stuff and put it in the storage and then went to the hospital.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I done had miscarriages where I cleaned up everything before I went to the hospital. Yeah, I done done the fool. Don't be like me.
Tell him.
Don't be like me. Go to the hospital, do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. It's something wrong with me. I am looking something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you know, you live and you learn.
I'm definitely living.
And you live and you learn.
Y'all, stress is a silent killer.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I got a couple gray hairs and I'm only 26. Yeah, I be stressing, but.
Oh, and then let me say this. When I was 26 and I found out I had heart failure, I had actually already been warned about it that summer. I found out that November. That summer, I was donating plasma, trying to get this money. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm so embarrassed for
because it was hard talk, but plasma used to pay very well. Anyway, so I used to donate plasma, and I went into the plasma center, and you know, they do everything. They see what tattoos you got. They test everything, right? So they would take my blood pressure, and 3 times I went in there, my bottom number was over 100, and they were like, you got to go see a cardiologist and you can't come back. And I was like, baby, please. So I went to the emergency room because I thought I needed breathing treatment because I thought I had asthma. I really don't. And they told me I had fluid around my heart, and that was August. And I was like, they were like, you need to go see a specialist. Baby, I'm not going to go see no specialist. What made me end up going to the hospital was I worked at Windstar at the time. I was in surveillance. And my supervisor was like, Cassandra, you're getting a little thick around the ankles. I was like, babe, don't be telling me I'm thick around the ankles, ho. You know what I'm saying? She was like, no, Cassandra, like, I'm being for real. Like, you done gained weight, and I can tell. She was like, there's something wrong. And I was like, girl, so that Thursday I got off of work 2 hours early. I drove myself to the hospital because I was like, I'm finna go get the breathing treatment. I'm finna be fine. I'm finna go party for 3 days. It's my birthday, right? Baby, nah. I went in that emergency room thinking I would need the breathing treatment, walked out with heart failure 4 days later. Yeah, so that's why I tell people, don't ignore the warning signs. Do not. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
So that's how my grandfather. So you know how they say when stuff happens to people they know. But my grandfather passed away when I was 10. Mm-hmm. So my mom then was like, he kept telling them like, I'm having pain in my shoulder, and he kept pushing it off. I'll go to the hospital Monday. Mm-hmm. He took my grandma they had never been to a concert. He took her to a concert and he took her out to eat. And that pain that he was feeling ended up being a heart attack, and it killed him. Yeah. So I still have my dad, and I just tell him all the time, when it's something small, go to the hospital. Mm-hmm. You never know. Don't sit here and ignore it. Work and wait. If you die in your job or whatever, they're going to replace you the next day.
They are.
So health is like very important.
It is.
It's very. I had to push Reggie. He had something going on. His lungs almost closed up, wouldn't listen. And when he went, they had to give him a breathing treatment because it was so bad. Like, a lot of people don't take their health serious.
Or they think they've gotten so used to dealing with the problem that they forget that it's a problem. Mm-hmm. So when they go to the doctor, they shock like, oh, you got diabetes. Nah, man, you've been having it. You knew you had diabetes.
You just forgot.
You just didn't think
you weren't taking it.
You wouldn't pay attention to symptoms. Yeah, like, nah, that's crazy.
Health for real.
Yeah.
That's something for real for me. Like, y'all see, I'm not laughing or nothing. That's really important. When it come to cancer, when it come to anything, like, just make sure you go to the doctor, you check up on yourself.
For real.
Seriously. See, a lot of things can be caught early if you're consistent with the doctor. It's like women, pelvic cancer, all that, pap smears, that's for, you go yearly, it's
Definitely go get checked. Cough.
Y'all, also,
Man, you gotta go get checked too.
y'all, I'm
It's my
sorry.
fault. It's my
Y'all,
fault.
I was so serious. This lady talking about cough.
No, for real.
Wait.
Everybody gotta go get checked.
Y'all see cough. She squares when she said cough.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
Everybody gotta go get checked. That's all I'm
Ain't
saying.
that what they do in prison though? Like,
No, that's what they do to check for prostate cancer.
oh, I
You
thought
got a
it was
spot
dead.
and they hold your balls, but not your balls. But they hold your balls, and if it move or something, if it jump or something, it's like not a good sign. I don't know the rules. I'm not balls.
It's 2 men behind the camera. They shaking their head.
Whatever the rules are, whatever. Either way, I've seen it. I've heard of it. I ain't seen it. I've heard of it. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna.
Y'all, this lady said cough.
I thought that's what they did.
Yeah, I was being so serious, but she just blew it, bro.
I'm
Like,
so sorry.
I don't understand.
You know everything funny to me, so.
But make sure you get yourself checked.
Nah, for real.
Important.
Everything.
I don't think about this all night. Cough.
Cough, squeeze. Okay, I'm done. Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Next question.
I can't even think of the next question because I'm thinking of somebody cough, squeezing. You is funny, bro. Okay. How do you personally define success now versus when you started?
That's a good question. How do I define success? I think I would define it as it's a constant learning process. I think that the fact that I know that I have to continue to learn things and keep up with the times, I think that is successful for me. I have had times where I've been very, very wealthy, and then I've had times where I have not been very, very wealthy. And I feel like it's more rich and more wealthy for me to be able to know how to lose it and get it back than it is for me to just stay where I'm at, stay stagnant. Because I feel like even if you got a lot of money and you're not doing nothing with it, I don't feel like that's successful.
Right.
Yeah, you got a lot of money, but what are you doing with it? You're not making any legacies. You're not doing anything with it. Nothing. So I feel like that has been my success, is ensuring that I grow at all points. I think I've grown a lot. I've done a lot of things since I first started, and I'm definitely in a different place than I was back then. Because, like I said, back then I was not. I was just doing stuff and trying to figure it out. And now I'm like, okay, I got a business plan. I'm organized, this and that. So yeah.
So from my point of view on that, I feel like, so when I first started probably like 6 years ago, success was money, making money. Everything was about money. Now that's not success. Now it's a good reputation, good branding, people knowing who you are, people wanting to work with you, like different things of that sort. So success is really beyond money. You could have all the money in the world and not be successful, not be known, not be bought anything, or your business may be successful, but you're not even successful as a person. It's just your business and what you've done, but nobody know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So brand awareness is a part of success.
Absolutely.
So that's why I feel like it is. The money cool, but know about who Jakira is. Don't just know that Jakira still is Gucci.
Yeah.
Know about me, who I am as a person, my background, and still accept me for who I am. That's a part of success. So for me, it feel good when, I'll be doing my pop-up shops. People inbox me. I feel like a celebrity. People be inboxing me. I want to work with you. Blah, blah, blah. That feels good. I'm succeeding. People are starting to notice me and notice who I am. So the monetary things, that doesn't define success to me anymore. But 20-year-old Jakira, I would have told you I was very successful.
Yeah, I agree, because you'd be surprised. A lot of these music artists is broke, but because they have a name, I'm serious, but because they have a name, they still get endorsements. They still get concerts, stuff like that. That money is continuously going because they have a name. The money's gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree.
It's not easy to build a name for yourself.
Yeah, it's not at all.
That's very hard.
It is very hard.
You just got to be consistent.
Yeah.
And a lot of things like, what is it called? It's called brand something. It's really to a point where you brand yourself so much, everyone knows when they see these colors, is this company.
Definitely.
Or everyone knows when I see this, that represents her.
Mhm.
Or, you know what I'm saying? You have to, hit it. Stay on top
Definitely.
of building your brand. Like that comes first.
Show your face. That's what I did. When I first got in the Dallas scene, I literally was everywhere. I was at hood events, pop fashion shows, pop-up shops. Everybody seen my face. That's why when I go everywhere, everybody know me.
Yeah, she told me that. And I'm shy. I don't like being in front of the camera. Like I'm starting to get more comfortable with my podcast, but just being 100% transparent. I don't like being in front of the camera. I don't, but I'm starting to become more comfortable with it. And she was telling me that, like, cause she's my marketing manager. Like she helps me too. And she like, the very first video I made announcing the CEO Networks podcast, Cassie forced that on me.
I did. I was like, do something, show something, make it. All you gotta do is make a 30-second video. Just talk. That's all you gotta do.
And she made me redo it.
Yeah, because the first one was like, hey, y'all. And I was like, oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to pretend, put it on. And then the second one was better. And then it's also about getting comfortable. Like in theater, we had to learn that. We had to learn that, like, you have to get comfortable hearing your own voice, seeing yourself. That's why you practice in the mirror, or you have to practice. And that's why I was telling her, you just got to practice. You're just not used to hearing yourself.
Yeah.
That's
I be like, is my baby hair out of place? Do I got something in my teeth? Is my lip chapped? That's why I don't like being in front of the camera. But she made me. I told y'all last time I was going to attach something, but we finna learn how to attach it this time, didn't we? And I'm gonna put it right here.
Yeah.
That's how they be right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, y'all. So the time is finally here for the CEO Networks podcast. We will officially be launching on Wednesday, April the 16th, and we will have a new show with new guests every Wednesday going forward. So every week we are going to have a different business owner, which is probably somebody that's like you. They're grinding, they're hustling, they're following their dreams, they're not letting nothing get in the way, and they're walking by faith and not by sight. So in this instance, you can listen to them. It'll be anybody in any type of industries, from your hairdressers, your barbers, your nail techs, anything you can name. We're going to have them on the CEO Network. And they're going to tell you about their struggles, all their hiccups, their ups and downs, and they're also going to let you know about their victories where they got where they're at today. So you guys, I'm firsthand a business owner. I'll be talking to you guys. I own a very successful tax business, the R&R Financial Company, and I'm going to teach you guys how to scale 6 figures. Or if you guys want to join my company or learn to build your own, I will be providing you with that information for you to do so. So if you're like me and you're a business owner, you want to tell your success story, if you want more exposure, then feel free to reach out to us so we can schedule you a day to be on the CEO Networks podcast. Now, on the other hand, if you're like me, I know you probably can't tell, I do not like being on the camera. So if you're like me and you don't like being on the camera, just feel free to subscribe to our TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Stick around, watch, learn any tips and tricks that you can to make your business better, and hopefully one day we'll see you soon on the CEO Networks podcast. Bye-bye.
That's how they be right here. Right. Well, yeah, y'all, but it's important. So now we bump heads about me doing content because that's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah, I bought a $600 camera and I ain't recorded content in the beginning. Content creation is hard.
It is hard. It's a job in itself. That's why people stop and do it by themselves. But I mean, once it becomes natural, like you see everywhere I go, I record everything. Like I'm gonna take. It's gone now because of my battery about to die. But I'm gonna take this video from the live and just clip something out of it and put it on my Snap or my TikTok, and then I'm gonna take the videos that you took and just clip them together.
I didn't even see my GoPro is sitting in my purse collecting dust.
Simple. Just record everything. That's what I do.
Yeah, I can't do that. I tried to record to get ready with me, and oh my God.
It be like that sometimes. Speaking of, I got a couple videos I need to send you.
Yeah, I do. Look, I set it up at the outside the door. I set it up inside the door. I set it up me walking to the printer room, walking down the hall, and I was like, man,
It is a lot of work.
hell no, I ain't even making no money out this year.
Like I used to tell my clients, take a 1 day or 2 day, like a weekend, and just do everything all in 1 day. Change clothes, do whatever you gotta do, and then do all the content, and then just post it throughout the month, so you ain't got to continuously do it. But it also depends on the way you wanna. It just depends. It just depends on the way you want to do your content.
I wrote a whole content plan.
It's okay.
Well, I lied. I did do get an EIN for free. Go on my TikTok, the CEO Network. I give gems on how to save money as a small business owner.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Gems. I'm here for the gems.
Give me 5 gems.
Gems for what? What
Being a
part?
small business owner.
Being the small business owner, 5 gems. Research.
She said it. You can't say the same thing.
Okay. Use your Google Calendar or use a calendar. Whether you write it down or you put it in your phone, set a reminder to look at the calendar. That is important because organization is more important than you realize. Time management is so important. The next thing I would say is set boundaries with your clients and your other people that you work with. See, look, got our calendar together.
Y'all, I gotta thank Cassie for it. It helped me a whole lot.
Yeah.
I gotta thank.
I'm telling you, and once you get in the habit of looking at it, you're gonna not be able to live without it. You know what I'm saying? Boundaries, set boundaries. If you say you getting some rest tonight, turn your phone off. You know what I'm saying? Put it on do not disturb, whatever you gotta do. Set boundaries. What's something else I can give people as gems? Here's a good gem. When you're breaking into the industry, whatever industry you're in, usually the first people that message you and hit you up and trying to work with you are usually the most full of BS.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah, they're usually the most full of it. They're usually not consistent. That's one thing I've learned. What else can I say?
It take money to make money.
It does. That's a good one. That is true. Now, while there are some things that you can start without having any money, you do need startup money, whether you trying to sell jewelry, makeup, whatever, you need some sort of starting point. So it's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. There's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. Use that money to elevate you to your next level.
If you can't get a 9-to-5, you can do OnlyFans.
You can do OnlyFans.
They don't require.
Hey, I have a business for that too. If you would like to do OnlyFans or anything of the sort, I have a studio available. And I have photographers.
Yeah, he behind the camera talking about something.
Yeah, I have photographers and videographers. You don't have to do OnlyFans. You can do anything you want. I work with any sort of model there is. So you let me know, okay? You come to hit me up, okay? No.
Yeah, and what's funny, she for real.
I'm so serious. But I'm trying to think of the fifth thing. I think also one thing I had to learn, like I told you before, about you have to look the part too. Even if you broke, don't look it. I've learned that is extremely important because even though people try to make it seem like they don't judge you off your looks, they absolutely do.
They definitely do.
Especially people who are middle class people trying to get rich. They judge you more than rich people. Rich people don't care. But the middle class people or the semi-wealthy people, upper class, they judge you on what you're wearing and what you're, stuff like that. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be name brand as long as you look good in it. You know what I'm saying? Because name brands are becoming just slightly more obsolete because of the way the times are changing. But it's important just to look good. Let me add to this. One thing I tell my artists is, unfortunately, to be successful, you have to conform a little bit to what the world wants you to do. Mm-hmm. Now, it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be this and that. But if you don't follow trends, if you don't do the things that people want you to do, you're not going to break out. If you notice Kanye West, for example, when Kanye West went into the industry, he was wearing Air Force Ones, jerseys, all that stuff. He was looking like every other black dude in the business. Mm-hmm. But now you see he's doing his own thing, and he slowly has begun doing his own thing, and it's still been successful. Just like J. Cole. J. Cole did the same thing. That's important to break into any type of industry, especially when you're trying to get money. You have to conform at least a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying completely lose yourself at all, but I am saying that you got to follow a trend. You got to do something like other people.
Yeah, that's like on TikTok. When one thing go viral, everybody follows suit to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I told you. Try to do some of the TikTok trends. Like, you don't have to dance or nothing like. Yeah, you don't have.
I can't see myself doing it.
You don't have to dance, but what I'm saying is those popular sounds. Like, how I voiced over some of the sounds. All you gotta do is that. I'm telling you, you'll start getting more traction on your page. Stuff like that. It's simple stuff.
Yeah, that's hard for me. I can't lie.
But that also means you have to sit and scroll for a while so you can see what is popular.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
I have a 3-year-old. His name is Hurricane Jr., and I just can't sit and...
You have to take the time. Set aside time. Come to the office, set aside 30 minutes just to scroll on TikTok.
Yeah, I see she always got a solution.
I'm going to have a solution for every problem you got. I promise you I'm going to fix it.
That's the problem.
I promise you I'm going to fix it.
That's the problem. She be having too many solutions.
That is my problem. Don't do that. That is my problem. I'm so independent. Okay, yeah, my bad.
I'm going to listen, though. She going to make me a millionaire. We're going to be rich.
We are.
Y'all going to remember episode 3. It's supposed to be episode 4.
It is. But it's okay, though. It's okay.
I don't like rain. That's what happened.
Yeah, no, really, and I hate this time of the year. I hate the rain.
You were trying to get out of it today, huh?
But I mean, I really thought it was going to rain worse, too, though. But it only rained a little bit of part of the day.
I had just left Duncanville, and I was like, not today.
I've been driving majority of the day. I drove this morning from like 6 or something until like 10, and then I went home and did homework, and then I came back out and drove again. Yeah, it was a lot going on.
And then what made me come is you have to be consistent.
Yep.
That's what made me come. I was like, okay, you missed last week. It needs some consistency, like
Yeah.
for people to start taking. And I was like, I'm gonna drag my feet in here.
I'm glad you said that though, because I was so like, as soon as y'all was texting, I was like, my hair not done. I'm not even dressed, nothing. But I was like, you know what? She said, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
We rolling.
We rolling.
Authenticity.
You know what I'm
That's how you
saying?
said it? Authenticity. That's how you say that word? It feel like I just made that word up.
No, authenticity is a word.
All right. How can new entrepreneurs stay motivated when results are slow?
I say just do, like I said, do research and try to figure out another way to make it work. You can't expect just to be able to go down one pathway. You have to look at all the different angles and paths. So if you feel like this is not working, then figure out another way.
Another way to approach it.
Because never give up on your dream. There's 5,000 different ways to approach one dream. So yeah, just figure it and just go different route. You know what I'm saying? Reevaluate. I've reevaluated my company's a billion times. I've changed the name. My legal name of my media company is CLH Media Works. It started off as CLH Productions. Then it was CLH Media Works, and now it's Kashmere Media Marketing Group because I want everything to be, yeah, exactly. So CLH Media Works, everybody was like, what's that? And I mean, even though people knew what it was, it didn't sound as appealing as Kashmere Media Marketing Group. So yeah, I just changed that a couple years ago.
I do that too.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all my name used to be Badass Lady K, now I'm a CEO.
I'm gonna change your name to that in my phone.
Y'all, now I'm the CEO. But it used to be Badass Lady K. You know, I adapted to my lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm a classy young lady now.
I'm gonna put the CEO in your business phone and Badass Lady K on your regular.
You take it to hell, Dr.
I love it.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna be a pleasure there. I know. I'm not proud of those days. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I made a lot of money, but I'm not.
Yeah, why my friends take it to hell? So I'm gonna put Badass Lady K. Do not do that. I'm gonna show you a picture from back in the day too.
Oh Lord, I can't wait.
Yeah, I done glue up a lot. That's all. No.
Question
number. What's something you wish someone had told you in year one?
I wish somebody would have. I wish I had a me at year one. Like the lady that I was working with my first year where I really started doing fashion shows, she was cool, but she didn't know what she was doing either. You know what I'm saying? Like it was her first fashion show too. I wish I had somebody who was already seasoned like me, who had already done like me. And mind you, when I started freelancing and stuff like that, there were people doing it, but it's not like now. You know, now being an entrepreneur is trendy. You know what I'm saying? But back then, my daddy was like, I don't see how you making this work. But then he started seeing my little money come through PayPal, because you know that's all I had back in the day was PayPal. My little money was coming through PayPal. He was like, oh, you are making money doing this. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So I wish I had somebody who gave me the game in the beginning. I wish if I wouldn't have had to figure out so much stuff in the beginning, I think I would have been further along right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
So that kind of piggybacks on what I said. Like I don't hang with people my age. I prefer people more seasoned with more knowledge and experience.
Yeah. And I'm older than you. So like, again, a lot of people weren't doing this back then. You know what I'm saying? There was a few people, but everybody like when I went to college, I majored in PR, like I said, and all my PR friends went to PR agencies. And I wanted to do that, but I was like, nah, that's not really I'm not really a clock in type person. So, you know, it's the times. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's one affirmation or quote that you live by?
I'm that bitch. Yeah, that's it.
Y'all, this lady is just, you never know what's going to come out.
Yeah. That I'm that bitch and Dak money. Hashtag Dak money. And you know why I came up with that? Because in 2021, me and my friends were watching Dak get one of his deals. And I was like, if that nigga can make money, if he can make money just playing football, barely playing, I can make that much money too. And now I have this thing where every once in a while you see on my social media where I put hashtag Dak money. It's on my wall at home. Hashtag Dak money. That's the goal. We're trying to get there. Trying to get the Dak money. Because he don't deserve it. Yeah, because he don't deserve it. Because he ain't doing right. But that's okay.
I told y'all anything come out this way.
Yeah, it's okay though. He gonna get together. Ooh, I hit the mic.
She diabolical.
Yeah, that part. Dak money. And I'm that bitch. That's my motivation.
Well, mine is scared money don't make money.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good one too. Definitely a good one. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it.
What's next for your business and where can people connect with you?
What's next for my business is the rideshare service. I'm going to be pushing that a lot here soon, along with events and my book and stuff like that. I'm still doing media marketing and everything like that, but and that's still where a lot of my money comes from. But I'm really kind of moving on to something else that I can relate to. Like, I sell jewelry and skincare products, stuff like that, but I haven't been doing it that much. It's cool, but the rideshare service is kind of working out, so I think I'm going to do that for a little while. Even because I don't want to do all the driving. That's why I'm hiring drivers. We finna spread this money out to people, and I still get my percentage, but but for real, because I'm providing the platform and I'm doing all the bookings and stuff. It's just like booking models and booking agencies, stuff like that. But I've had a few people hit me up to partner with them on some events and stuff like that. So that's really where I'm back headed to, is pushing more events and doing all that stuff, because I was discouraged for a little while.
You can't do events with nobody though. That's what we do.
Yeah, but I've been doing this a long time. I can do other events with other people. I did one in October. But I do that one with her every year. I do Celebrating Warriors, Face of Fitness. That's my homegirl. Be on the lookout for it again in October.
Where's the loyalty?
Hey, I can do events with other people. I can do events with multiple people. That's what I do. I do events.
I don't like sharing.
I got this other girl trying to do this event with me too, but she's in Houston. But I really don't know what she wants. We'll talk about it later. Okay. Yeah. Nah.
Where can they find you on social media?
Okay, you can find me on @Kashmere Media. Kashmere with a K. That is everywhere. That is TikTok, Instagram. I also have @KingSands. That's my personal one. KINGSANZ, baby. You know what I'm saying? The biggest. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
Sound the big.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, and then I'm pretty much on every social. Cassandra Haynes on Facebook, and if you look up any of my business names, I have all pages on there. And that's pretty much it. I'm pretty easy to find. Cassandra with 1 S. 1. That's important because everybody's supposed to with 2. For real.
Well, y'all, I hope tonight's show was juicy and authentic, and you got to see the spotlight of Kashmere Media and Marketing
You know what I'm
Group.
saying?
And we have the CEO here, Miss Cassandra, who is amazing.
Yeah, Cassandra.
If you guys want to start an OnlyFans, you hit her up. If you want to be a model or actor, you hit her up.
For real.
If you want to drive for Hood Uber, you hit her up. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm putting people on this summer. Come on. Let me put you on, baby.
Let's make this money, right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.